Abe. Yes, done, done, done.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone. Today we have gathered here for the group discussion session. So, what happens in a group discussion is that you will be, like currently for today, we'll be discussing on two topics. So, we'll get, each of us will get, since there are 15 participants, so there will be only a single group here. So, I'll share two topics. We'll have two GDs, each of 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and we don't need to conclude. We just need to discuss our point of views on the topic, on the given topic. So as I mentioned, the time duration would be 10 minutes, and yeah, there will be two topics. So like for today there wouldn't be any choices to select any two topics. There will be two topics given, and we will have to conduct the session on those two only. So, are the instructions clear? Any doubts, any queries?
No, sir.
Okay, great. So, I'll share the first topic. So, I'm sharing it in the chat also. So, the first topic is which one of the following is most important for India to focus upon? First is to increase its GDP, second is to decrease its imports, and third is to maintain good international relations. Is the topic clear? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Very,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir. Very interesting topic.
Clear, clear.
Okay. So, yes, okay. So I'll start the timer in just a second. I'm starting a timer for 10 minutes. So you all can start now.
So right now, the position of India, like it has a very good international relationship, and GDP. However, GDP is growing because of our most of our imports, because of Made in India campaigns introduced by the government, and we are seeing Dr. Jaishankar Prasad increasing our international relationship with. I mean, outer countries and all, and this is bringing more of their products, and we are importing more products. So I think right now India should more focus on international relationship so that they can get most of the money out of the from other countries, so they can invest on our country, and
Yeah,
eventually it
yes,
will increase the
yes, friend.
GDP.
I agree with you, but I have slightly different opinion that India should mostly focus on to decrease its import, and India should develop its own and mean equipments and other facilities. So I think here India should focus on this topic.
I
So
agree
What do you
with
think,
actually,
friend?
the
Yes,
we
sir,
have
yes,
one
I
thing is
agree
that
first
with you.
because
maintaining good relations also, by maintaining good relations also, we can decrease the imports because we are having complete
Yes,
transfer of technology regarding jet engines from other countries. So it is a
yes,
two-way
sir.
shot. So we can maintain good relations along with decreasing the imports by indigenously building the required machinery
Yes,
for the forces.
I am agree with Aditya point of view as we have seen the recent visit of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the France, and India has done the deal with the jet technology transfer, and we are going to make further jet engines and the Rafale versions of the Navy versions of the Rafale in India only, and we have done with the deal of jet JE 414 engines with America also.
I
Totally agree.
agree
As
with
we were
the
discussing
former
on the maintenance
speakers.
of good relation, good international relation. So, as already you mentioned that it will really help for the import and as well as export also. The second thing, it will really help. It will beneficial for the industrial development and the overall development of the country. So, according to me, yeah, this is the main point which India should focus upon right now.
I agree with the all
Yes.
the former speakers. We have to focus over more international relations. We also take an example. Recent visit of the Narendra Modi at UAE. We signed the two important memorandum of understanding, that is cross-border transaction in the rupee dirham, and we also linked in the our payment system and messaging system. So this will shows only after the good relations.
Also, not to
Agreeing with
forget
Akash
the
and
I
also like
would like to
GDP,
add a
that
which is
point.
the
If we
gross
share
have
of
a
domestic
look
rupee
to
product.
has also
Also, not to forget the
negative
GDP, the
points that
gross domestic
therefore
product.
imports from is UAE. That's why rupee has a disadvantage. So we need to reduce our imports and increase our exports so the rupee has advantage over this. So we also have to consider that we are buying Russian oil at a yarn now. So we have
Yeah,
to
that's what
stop
now.
importing now.
Also,
Yeah,
to
that's
increase
Uh,
the
reason
GDP should
international
also be our
relationship.
to
Yeah,
increase the
that's
that
the reason
GDP
relations with
is
Russia
also a
are
international.
major
quite
point
strong,
because
but importing,
increasing
if it's reduced, we'll have advantages on exports. So we can demand that rupee is the currency that we will do international relations or trade in.
Okay, I want to
one
add
thing
one
I
more
Yeah, due to
point
the
on the
international
discussion.
relationship, we can get a good hand on it, right?
We I recently mentioned about UAE, and UAE is the fourth largest foreign investor in the India. So in this way we also increase our import to the other country when we invite other countries, and we all know UAE is how much investing in the Kashmir for the development.
so
And
increasing
it
the
will
GDP
as
of
well
India is
increase
a
the
very
GDP
important point.
also.
Yes,
But if our
increasing
imports and
GDP
exports
because
are
if
not
we
balanced, it will
GDP
cause
stands for gross
inflation.
domestic product. If we increase the standard of living of people, because as we know, majority of people, our population is from rural areas as well. So upbringing them and increasing their standard of living is also one of the major things that India needs to focus. And in recent time, as we know that in the years we have decreased the percentage of poverty. So we are actually going in
Yes,
this direction.
I would
Okay,
I
I
like
agree
to add
with
one
agree
you,
more
with
point
the
here
Aditya.
is
Aditya
that
But
point.
the GDP
our
comes with the
Indian
money,
government is
and with money comes with the imports and exports. There plays an international relationship a role, so that if we have a good relationship, like we can get petrol for the lower price from Russia, UAE, Dirham. This all comes from a very good relationship
I
having with
agree
our
with the
neighbors.
Coming
Jyoti
to
point,
And
Jyoti's
and
point,
I
I would
want
like
to
to
add one
highlight
more
here that
point on the.
reducing
Okay,
imports serves
yeah,
two strategies. Not only it will increase our GDP, because one of the major component of GDP is net exports. So the more you
okay.
reduce
yeah,
your imports and push your exports, your GDP will also grow. And substituting imports will also strengthen our geopolitical needs, because recently countries are tending to stay away from globalization and they're focusing more on their domestic industries. So
I
we need to
pers-
develop supply
Totally,
chains so
totally
that we
agree. As Nikita said that we should also focus on the point of decreasing our imports, because it will not only, as we all are discussing, that the outside of India will help by maintaining a good relationship, but we can't forget about the inside India. So if we can stop the import, it will also promote the make in India, right? Indigenous
aim
I
products we are
partially agree with
using.
Yes,
Nikita
So
and
we
it
need
will
to
Avantika,
avoid.
definitely,
but one
and
thing
it
I would
will be
like to
help
say is
for
that
India to develop also.
yes, I partially agree
I
with
agree
Nikita
with
and
you, and
Avantika, but the point is that we cannot suddenly stop the imports because India, as of now, is a developing country and we are behind in
the aim
what do
is
we
to
say?
Yeah,
reduce
adding
imports
to Aditya's point, that's why we are buying when we are buying the jet engine technology, half production depends on indigenous production.
Yes,
So we are not importing it completely.
Okay,
Food
friends, I
assessors
yes,
want
like
because
to
we are
add
still
It
one
is
lacking
new
not
behind
angle
about
in
in the
research
stopping
GD.
to
in field
panic.
like
It is not
research.
I
about
agree
stopping.
with
It
the
is about
Aditya.
decreasing.
Yes,
that's
but
what
it should be done
Okay,
in a like if we need to decrease the
it
imports, then
should
it
be in
will
a
take
phase,
certain time,
in
almost
a
like
phase
10-20 years
that
to
we need
decrease
to
it by
see
a
where the import bills are inflating, like in fertilizers. We see that the government has to import a lot of fertilizers and also pay subsidy to the farmers. The
the
aim is to
inflation
not
in food grains
completely
is also caused due to
stop
imports in
imports, but to reduce it in a phased manner. See where the bills are inflating more and how we can substitute it with indigenous products. That's
okay,
it.
I
I agree
want
with
to
as
add
that.
one more
adding to
point on the
Nikita.
GD. How GDP increase through the good relation. We all know India is good in service sector, and we are in our from our country. Many of the citizens working in the UAE and USA. If our relation is good with the other country, then they come dollar. They send remittance to the India. This will automatically boost our GDP and other sectors.
I
Also
Okay.
agree
good.
with Akash, but also the profit these companies make goes back to their nations. Only the production is there in our country. So this somehow is not very beneficial. What
Okay,
happens if we control our
point
imports
I
is
would
we can
like to
reduce the inflation, like
that
food
more and
grains.
more companies
We
set
have
up
lot of food price has increased because we are importing food grains from other countries. If we
the more and more
indigenously
I
grow it,
I agree with your point,
the more
but
and
the
more
thing is,
set up
if we
offices
export
in
more
India.
and import less, then our GDP is falling in a way like that, right? So if
No,
we
no,
have, I'm sorry. So if we have a relationship where we can add our campaigns, we can introduce our products to them, so that we can make all domestic product here and then exports, right? Because we cannot depend every time on the other countries. Right now we are trying to make our own Chandrayaan, as an example,
I agree
with
with
this
the
I
Jyoti
agree
launches
with
and
point.
I
all
agree
with
with
I
this.
Jyoti.
want to add one more point. We also signed the free trade agreement when our good relation with other country like India is struggling in for the signing free trade agreement with the UK, and definitely we achieved that. In this way, we also boost our domestic
Coming to
sector.
Also
Jyoti's point, I
maintaining
would
good.
like to add here that India in the recent years has tried to bring like-minded countries together who are protecting their own trade interests while dealing with other countries. Doing this ensures that at times of adversities, we are supported by friends who have the same interests as ours. So,
Also
looking for
maintaining.
our trade interests will also benefit in our international relation scenario as well as increasing our GDP.
And
Everything is
also
based
think
on
that
the
And I
good
would like to
relation.
add
maintaining good
one more
relations
point.
is also one important thing, because in recent time we the Argentina had came and has signed the memorandum for light and medium utility helicopters. So we throughout the previous years we maintained good relations, we conducted exercise with them, because of which they are interested towards buying things from our defense sector. So good
And
relations
I
also
okay.
one
Yes,
good
I would
relations.
I
like to add one more
I
point here
agree
is
with
that as
Aditya's point.
our Prime Minister recently visited France, and now Indians can pay through UPI at the
Hmm.
Paris Eiffel Tower. So with
Hmm.
these good relations, only these kind of things are possible that Indians are able to pay through UPI outside their countries.
Also,
I
Uh,
also want
I
to add
also
one
want to
more
add
point.
one point as
Many of them
discussing
said
about
about the
the decreasing
GDP.
its decreasing our imports. So as we know that India is known for its engineers, right? And we know that many parts of if I talk about batteries, many chip conductors, and many parts we are importing from outside India. Whether we can make that parts in India also. So it will help. I'm not saying that we should directly cut the imports, but we can manufacture that parts in India also. By this, it will help for our engineers, and we are
And
not
one thing is
we are
India should do maintain just a
Avantika, I
second,
would like
let
to
me
add one
complete.
more point for
And
you.
India
It
should
also add an
maintain good
employment.
international
It
relations
also
because now
solve the
recently we know
inflation
that
problems and all in our
seeing
country.
Manipur
Okay,
violence
so
and heavy rain in
guys,
North
last
just a
India
second,
too
just a
should
second.
just a
Guys,
second,
hello,
let
hello, hello, Tejas, please. So time is up. Thank you for
okay,
adding
okay,
your
sir.
valuable points. Yeah, thank you for adding your valuable points. So I think we have some still left some points to discuss. So I'll give you 5 more minutes, and I want Sakshi, Shreya, Shrestha, Sushil, and Anjali to participate too. Like I haven't heard like many points from you. So please do participate. And one more request, if possible, try to switch on your camera. Okay. Yeah.
Hello everyone.
So you can start now.
Hello everyone.
Okay,
I
friend,
want to
then
add
we know
I want to
just a
add
second,
one
let me
point.
complete. I have started first, let me complete. So, recently we know that
Yes,
Manipur violence and
your
heavy
voice is
rain
echoing.
your
Turn off
mic
your speaker.
making
ship with
noise.
international countries because other countries will help our India in this type of incidents. So what do you say, friends?
I want to add one point that as you all shared that India should build the international relations. So with the soft power, India is building its international relations. The diaspora of the India is very diverse, and we need to invest in more in scientific research and all that, like semiconductors we can build an for now we can import, but we slowly have to uh, manufacture, we have to go into the manufacture, as country always grow with the manufacturing sector historically like China. So we don't have to be dependent on our rival countries like China. So yes, India is
Adding to what Anjali
Start
said,
like previous speaker. Just a second.
under the
adding to what
Start
Anjali said,
like
India
previous
should be
speaker
an
that she said that India should not depend upon other countries like China because in 2022 India signed over $100 billion deal. So this is not a short amount. So India should develop its own infrastructure like and equipments like etc.
also adding to
One thing
adding
I
to the
would
Anjali's
like to
point
point,
why
highlight
we
I would
should
like to say that
maintaining
focus
good
on exports
relations
and not on
with
imports is
last year,
under the
USA
Mitra
has
scheme. India is
consistently
trying to make India is trying to make itself in the next 3 years a global manufacturing and export unit, which will not only increase the GDP but also become a textile exporter and with a very strong textile industry.
agreeing
one
So
with
thing I
that's
would
why
like
Anjali
to
I
and
agree with
highlight
your
Shrestha.
that if
point,
we
and
look
this
at
all
other
points
states
come
of
together when we have an investment in our country. And investment comes from another country so that they can invest all the money in our companies so that our company and our country can develop employment or the
I
service
would
area,
like to
any kind of
slightly
sectors.
disagree with Jyoti.
But
Like the
India
focus
can
on
also
investment
invest in the
was pulled out
education
from the
sector
Friend,
to build
speak
the
one by
Hampering
one
skills
so that
factor
friend speak
that
one
भाई
by
started
one.
GD ओवर हो चुका है भाई. Wait guys.
Just a minute, guys. We will not be able to discuss right now. I think until you are saying something, please continue with that.
हाँ.
I was sharing that India can invest in the education sector more because GDP is less contributing to the education sector to build the skills and for much innovation
Okay, friend.
because there
Now
are
listen.
very
Okay, now
possibilities to
let me
create
complete. It's I think it's important.
business.
Let listen from those who have not spoken yet. I think Sushil Patgil he has not something yet. So if do you have any point, please drop it.
Just a second. Sakshi, Shreya, and Sushil will
Sushil,
only share their points.
Sushil.
Just a second, Tejas.
Okay, okay, sir.
Sushil, Shreya, Sakshi, please discuss. Rest all will keep quiet, okay? So only Sushil, Shreya, and Sakshi. Are you there? Three of you.
According to me, India should focus more on the the diplomatic relations because
For India to focus upon is to maintain good international relations. As according to me, the most important concept in international relation is what is the national interest. Like the relation between the countries is the main is the most important thing, that how countries are dealing with each other. Like if as we all know, the national interest is the main concept behind the international
Okay,
relations.
Shreya, it was
It
important point. Now listen
Tejas,
from
Tejas,
Sushil.
Tejas, Tejas.
Okay.
according to me, India should more focus on the diplomatic relations because many studies have proved that GDP is not a direct sign of growth of any country. So, India to become a developed country, it should first concentrate upon maintaining good diplomatic relations with its neighboring countries as well as the good GDP's countries, so that it can attract more foreign direct investment and can boost its own GDP, so that India can be benefited in future also.
Okay, I think no more points from you guys. So I'll give last 1 minute so you all can participate. Like if there are
one
any
thing,
points left.
yeah, please, sorry. One thing I like to
Oh yes.
highlight that other we need to essentially see them together. Like maintaining good international relations ensures that we protect our trade interests when we negotiate with other countries, and protecting our trade interests ensures that we reduce imports, and that will in turn help to grow the GDP.
Also, improving the good relations will help us internationalize. This will help us bring technology from outside, establish it in India. This will lead to decrease in imports as well and also help us improve the GDP.
I would like to add one more point. By increasing our maintaining a good international relationship, we can also take a step forward to become a super nation, powerful nation. And right now, India is on the right path, becoming one of the super nations, just like America and Russia. So, if we maintain a good relationship, we can add our goods by the trade interest. We can negotiate very nicely and we can make people invest all the foreign countries. Not only this, but also their trust and all will be more built up on us as in country, and they will be more depending on us, so that the ideology of India, it's not in a negative part, because right now people are depending on China, like for the China products, but they are not sure about it. They are not so interested. They want to cut off. But in future, if we maintain a good relationship, we can have a good trade. We can have good exports from our country, and we can export most of the talents, like which are
Totally
very
agree.
hidden
Yes,
gems
Jyoti,
in our
you are
country.
discussing about all the points, and yeah, it all will help to increase our GDP also. So overall, we can say
Yeah.
that all the three links are really, all the three leads are linked, and all the three links are the thing where India needs to be
It's
focused, and
linked
India is doing that also.
interconnectingly.
So India is doing exactly, and India is doing that also. That focusing all the parts, all the major sector, which India can focus in future also, right?
Yeah.
I think one I want to add that India can focus more on increasing per capita income, and India is as Jaishankar as Jaishankar said that India must maintain its national interest first. Like we are exporting oil from Russia and all, even after sanctions and all. So that is one India is paving the way towards international growth.
Okay, so I think all of the points are discussed. So thank you all for participating. So we'll start with the next topic. So I'm sharing the topic in chat too. So the topic is women do work all day. What is the problem? The major problem they face. First is health issues, hampering. Second is hampering relationships, and third is affecting career. So is the topic clear? Hello.
Yes,
Avidika,
yes.
you're on mute.
Okay. So I think the topic is clear. So we'll have this GD for another 10 minutes. So you all can start now.
In my
First,
opinion,
Okay,
speaker
friends,
conclusion.
today's
Yes, yes.
interesting topic, women do work all day. What is the important updates? And in my point of view, affecting career is most important thing because here we know that in society, human are not sending their women to for career in outside. So, what do you say, friends?
No, work all day would not only mean that working in houses, because there are women who go to offices, and basically since the previous time it has been the like the culture that women are the one who are responsible to no, go look after the houses, whereas men go out and previously it was going for wars, and now it was going to outside and get the income. But in today's age, education has given the power to women to educate themselves and also to earn income. So I would mean that affecting career is not one thing, but sure it might come with health issues because they are expected to work and
I agree with Aditya. Health issue is a major problem when women actually face during the work, especially in the pregnancy period of time, because that time women needs proper rest. But in our country, some organization is not giving full rest to the women, so that time they face health issues.
I
Totally agree.
partially
As we are
agree with you
discussing about the
guys,
health
but
issue, we are discussing about the health issue as Akash already mentioned the point of pregnancy and also the menstrual time, where in the period time where women are already facing many difficulties for walking, sitting, and everything. And at that time, they have to work all the day, not only in the office and also at their home also. So this is the time where the health issue can be created.
I partially agree with you
Highlight
guys,
that
because
although
most of the India is a like most of our Indians are situated in a rural area, like in a village area. And I came across most of the people, most of the girls who are stopping themselves because their parents are not allowing them to go for a night shift or any kind of jobs. They are just allowing them to study and get married and get done with their life so that they can pass on the generation. I think hampering relationship is the most that women facing in their life, because that is a very big hurdle. We cannot force our family that we want to go ahead, and we if we oppose, then we are the bad person in the family and as well as in society. Health issues comes with that. It comes with mental issues, it comes with physical issues, it also affect our career too, because we cannot concentrate all the time in all the things around us. Like there are four directions and four problems with us. And family is a support system, and I think a family should support a girl so that they can go outside and be confident that whatever happens, my family is there with me and all. Even if it's a husband, even if it is a mother, father, parent, sister, any kind of relationship, I think family should be a very supporting role in this problem. Because if family is not supporting you, it comes with the physical health, it comes with the health strain, because it comes with all of the issues. It always affects your career, because you cannot focus on your job, because there are millions of things running backside of your home. And even and if
Totally
you're
agree.
married
As
and if you have
you are
Agreeing with
discussing
child.
about the hampering relationship, that is really valid point. But as I was discussing
Avantika,
about
I
the
also
home
want to
issue,
add
let
one
other
more
gives
point.
also the chance that what they are thinking about the. So, what is your opinion
Guys, I
on?
have a doubt. I have a doubt. Women do work all day. Which kind of work they are talking about? Household work or the work they are doing in the job?
Totally,
Both.
all the works,
And after that,
including the
okay,
corporate
friends.
life as well as the household work.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay,
and
okay.
Please,
Yes,
Akash.
Akash,
due
continue.
Due to poor health condition, due to heavy workload in the corporate life as well as home related works, they are also impacting their relationship. And this is only because when the person is not in the good mood, and then they definitely show any type of frustration, anger over the other member of the family. So in this way, relationship is also hampered.
One thing
Adding
I
to
So
would like
in
Akash's
to
point,
highlight
majority,
here
traditionally
that
women are expected to take care of the household
yes,
and
traditionally women
take
are
care of the
expected to
children's.
be a
So coming
homemaker
to
or
the
mother.
working
So
area corporate culture, they have to work throughout the day over there and give equal importance to it. So I believe it's hampering the relationship because they're not able to give enough time that they were traditionally giving. So that is causing a conflict between households. But women are coming up and with support of the corporate world and the government schemes, women are able to like set their relations right and able to uh, handle both the work and the household work.
also
adding to
in the
Shrestha's point, I would like to highlight here that women have traditionally been seen as a homemakers, and whenever they go out also for doing job, they are expected to also participate in the home course. Like they are expected to maintain a balance between their home life and as well as to also perform well in their careers. What happens essentially is that this puts unnecessary pressure on the women, which might also deteriorate their mental health. As we see that if any family emergency happens in the family, women are expected to take a step down or be there for the family and leave their careers behind. These things negatively impact women also.
also adding to
Yes, I
Nikita's
completely
point,
agree with Nikita.
one thing I'd like to tell that in majority of the household, when the man goes out to work, and then he can go out and freshen with his friends or whatever peers. But in case of a woman, it is she is expected to come back her home and just get start doing the household things. And so this
Yes,
also
yes.
like
By following all these things, women don't have time for their daily fitness routine. They can't care for their health, like can't maintain a basic physical fitness.
Totally agreed, because it affect on the physical as well as mental health. And because of the mental health and physical health issue, it will directly affect on the career as well. and the relationship as we are discussing, because we have heard many times that women usually have the back pain, usually have the shoulder pain, or the pain in the leg, the down part of the body, right? So that is because of the over exceeded work which women do all over their daytime. So this is the main health issue I can say from this topic.
And another one thing is, if a women are going to their job and another work outside the home, and they are not safe, because we know we read in newspaper also sexual harassment and assault, stalking, this type of incidents we know in these days. So this problem also faced by women.
I totally agree with you, Tejas. And not only this problem, but also uh, husbands and family of their expect us to care for their child. If you have a child, they expect to take care of child equally. And they say, if you are having a work life, you have to balance it out. You have to give more priority to the homemaking because you are a woman. And a woman come across these dialogues a lot of time, usually by their in-laws, and also by sometimes also by their own parents too. We not only go outside our home and see all this criticism, but also inside of our home we see the this all kind of criticism.
Also, if we see that comparing the household chores as well as the outside work, if we fail in our say careers as a woman, that is not seen that in such a bad light. If we fail at our home, say we are not able to meet the expectations of our family members, in-laws, or husbands in terms of care because we are working outside, then there is also a society also puts us in a feeling of guilt, like we are not doing enough, and careers are then expected to take a step back because traditionally we are homemakers and home, that is what is primarily expected from us.
I totally agree with you, Nikita.
Agreeing with Nikita, so I believe like
So,
the
guys,
all.
we all discuss on the problem, so we have to talk about the solution as well. As we all know that we have to make a establishment of doing household work equally, as same as the girl do. We have to teach our children in the early childhood that boys should also have the capability to wash utensils and have jhadu pocha in their houses. So these are kind of things we can make them understand that this work is not for girls only. Boys can also do the same.
So I believe
Yes, friend,
changing
you
the
are
By
right.
traditional
But
educating,
mindset and adaptation
but
to
to
the.
prove topic, just a second. You are right, Ankit. But today's topic is discuss on problems only. So we have to discuss about problems.
yes, that
But
for
I think
avoiding
there's
these kind of
But the
already
problems
idea
only,
is
development of
good, Ankit.
we
improvement.
have, yes, yes.
So already
The idea
changing
as
the
in solution
traditional
was good.
mindset of how women should work and women cannot go out has already changed. The ability, like the supporting of the families, is helping the relationship as well as career. So there is advancement. And also there's all like women's day of 2023, the topic was embrace equity. So there's already we have achieved equality here. We have equity, so we have our work, our place in the society, and we are working, and our issues are different from the men, so they should be addressed as such, and male issues as such should also be addressed differently.
Also, if we talk about the modern society at urban areas, I don't think that women need to face with these kind of difficulties. But the majority women who are going through like work all day and having these difficulties would be in the rural areas where they do not get an opportunity for education, and basically they are just put into household over there. Surely, since the previous time they're accustomed to doing work all day, so health issues might not be one big thing, but surely impairing relationships would be one thing. Also,
Yes,
career
but
is
see,
not a
like,
point there, but I believe the personal growth hinders to a very great extent in such areas. Like career, they already like they are not given the chance of pursuing their careers. But if we even talk about personal growth, that also hinders there.
Also
yes, so
coming to
Totally
see,
agree, as
like
you are
education,
beti
saying,
bachao
Aditya, that
beti
and
padhao.
this
we have come
personal
a
growth
long
is
way.
directly to
We have a
career
long way
also.
in achieving gender equality since today there is a general consensus that any job should not be gender oriented. Rather, it should be gender neutral, say it is a home chores or working outside. But we also need to have a more broader discussions on what problems both men and women face differently and how to address them holistically.
Yes, I agree with you, Nikita. But as Aditya said that about the personal growth, that is directly also connected with the career also. So as we already seen that many companies are not allowing women's. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
you are
Yes,
audible.
Okay,
yes.
so as I was saying that many companies are also not allowing women for such for some job roles as they are thinking that she might not be capable of doing that job role. So that mentality also need to be changed. That as we know that today's women can do any job role perfectly, right?
Yeah, I agree with you, Avantika. Because we are also capable, equally capable as boys. Maybe physically we are not that capable, because physically boys and girls are different. Because it is a difference, but mentally we are very strong, just like boys, and we can take any kind of job
No,
roles, any
actually, I
challenge.
want to add one point that physically, in some part, boys are really good in that, but in some part,
Yeah.
But I think India as
women
a
can.
country has, able to empower women in many ways. Our minister is Nirmala Sitaraman. Our president is Draupadi Murmu. Also, we have 5 new officers in the artillery combat unit of Indian Army.
And
So
women should
yes,
also participate in adventurous sports and this type of this kind of and so women will automatically boost their confidence. So I think this one is.
Okay, so the time is up. Thank you for adding your valuable points. I think we were diverting from the topic in the end, but yeah, no worries. Thank you all for participating.
I went completely
And
blank at this topic. What to tell?
yeah, actually, let's start with the suggestions. So for the second topic, हाँ ये थोड़ा जनरल टॉपिक है. What you can do is you can elaborate each of these points ना, 1 2 3. तो
आसपास देख रहे
और
हैं कि
जैसे कि
वुमन एम्पावर हो रही है, वुमन डेवलप हो रही है, ये तो एकदम अपोजिट हो गया कि
हाँ मतलब देखो
नहीं,
हेल्थ इश्यूज अब
but
हो
the
सकते हैं.
point, the topic was really good because empower हो रही हैं, develop हो रही हैं, but what women's are facing behind वो actually नहीं सबको पता है. तो वो एक clear होना बहुत, like the topic was really good.
ओके सो मैं बता सकता हूँ कि मतलब मैं सजेस्ट करूँगा, जैसे अगर ऐसे कोई टॉपिक मिलता है ना जिस पे तुम मतलब आइडियाज़ नहीं आ रहे तुमने, तो क्या करो, जो भी लीड दे रखी है ना उस लीड को इलेबोरेट कर दो. अब जैसे हेल्थ इश्यूज़ है, तो स्टार्टिंग में शायद अवंतिका ने बताया था कि मतलब क्या क्या हेल्थ इश्यूज़ रहते हैं. फिर ये भी बोल सकते हो कि अगर हम ऐड करें, अगर यूजुअली क्या होता है कि अभी एक फीमेल से ये एक्सपेक्टेड रहता है कि वो हाउस होल्ड भी संभाले, और अगर वो बाहर काम भी कर रही है तो बाहर काम भी करे. तो अगर ऐसी हेल्थ इश्यूज को हम कंसिडर करते हैं, तो एक तो एडिंग सबसे पहले तो कोई हेल्थ इश्यू रहेगा, जैसे अवंतिका ने काफ़ी सारे मेंशन किए थे, वो हेल्थ इश्यू रहेगा. प्लस इसके बाद उनको अपना ये क्या बोलते हैं इसको, कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ भी देखनी है उनको अपनी, जो जहाँ काम कर रहे हैं उसका भी ये मतलब बर्डन वगैरह रहेगा. उसके बाद वो घर पे आएंगी, तो घर पे आके भी उनसे एक्सपेक्टेड रहता है कि वो घर हाउस होल्ड चोर्स भी संभालें. तो ये एज मतलब ये 3 फैक्टर को अगर हम कंसिडर करें तो काफ़ी बर्डन हो जाता है, तो ये एक मेन प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है. उसके बाद हैम्परिंग रिलेशनशिप्स, फिर वही इसको हेल्थ इश्यूज से वो कर सकते हो रिलेट, कि रिलेशनशिप्स अभी देखो, क्योंकि जैसे मैंने कहा कि मतलब एक्सपेक्टेड रहता है, यूजुअली होना नहीं चाहिए लेकिन एक्सपेक्टेड होता है. तो ये बोल सकते हैं कि अगर वहाँ कहीं लैक करती है वो, तो दिस कुड स्टार्ट मतलब ये क्या बोलते हैं, फाइट भी नहीं बोलूँगा, फाइट तो ज़्यादा एक्सटेंड ये हो गया, एक्सटेंस फाइट नहीं मतलब डिस्प्यूट काइंड ऑफ बिटवीन द हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ, अगर हम लोग मतलब मैरिड वुमेन की बात करें, तो डिस्प्यूट, इट कुड लीड टू अ डिस्प्यूट, एंड disputes always leads to hampering relationships. तो
Because of
हाँ
the
ये
high expectation, हाँ ब्रेकिंग होने का पूरा चांसेस है.
उसके
I
बाद
want to elaborate all 3 points. I want to elaborate
हाँ
all
जी,
3 points. Like for health issues, as you all shared, that there are mental health issues and physical health issues. Like if we try to change the value system, we can see that women as a human and they can also face the physical and mental health issues. And hampering relationship means in the if they get into the marriage and there are chances of marital rape, and we see that there are less divorce rate in the India, but they can get into the toxic relationships also, and which can lead to suicides and all that. And affecting career, we can uh, encourage them to be self independent, like, and major support should be come from family itself, otherwise it becomes challenging for them to overcome all these things.
हाँ करेक्ट. सो अलॉन्ग विद द प्रॉब्लम्स, जैसे अंकित ने मेंशन किया, यू कैड आल्सो डिस्कस सॉल्यूशंस, क्योंकि अब देखो यार, तीन ही उन्होंने लीड दिए हैं, तो इतना इनको कुछ ज़्यादा इलेबोरेट पॉइंट्स आएंगे नहीं. मतलब स्टार्टिंग के 4-5 मिनट में ये ख़त्म हो जाएगा टॉपिक. तो जैसे अंकित ने किया, वी कुड आल्सो डिस्कस सॉल्यूशंस कि हाँ क्या कर सकते हैं करके. और बाकी तो वही हो गया, थोड़ा लास्ट लास्ट में एक्सटेंड हो गया. मतलब मैं तो 10 मिनट्स कब के हो चुके थे और 4-5 मिनट एक्सटेंड हो गया था. बट हाँ, लास्ट में थोड़ा मतलब कहीं और ही चले गए थे हम लोग टॉपिक से. तो ओके. और फिर इसके बाद मैं बोलना चाहूँगा, श्रेया, श्रिष्टा, अंजलि तो लास्ट लास्ट में बोलने लगी थी. तेजस भी बोल रहा था, और साक्षी शायद वो अच्छा, उसका कुछ तो प्रॉब्लम था. और एक और था ना, कहाँ गया वो? साहिल.
सुशील
लीव
सुशील
कर
था
दिया
शायद।
उसने. सुशील, साहिल, जो भी ऐसे नाम था उसका. तो यार ऐसे देखो, अगर तुम एसएसबी में जाओगे ना, तो मैं ऐसे कोई बोलेगा नहीं कि बोलो करके सब चुप हो जाओ, शांत हो जाओ, इसको बोलने दो. तुम्हें खुद मतलब इंटरप्ट करना पड़ेगा, तुम्हें खुद चांसेस ढूंढने पड़ेंगे उधर. अगर एसएसबी, इफ वी टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ रियल एसएसबी, तो अभी हम 11 लोग हैं ना यहाँ पर, तो रियल एसएसबी में 11 के 11 चिल्ला रहे होंगे एक साथ, ठीक है. तो वहाँ पर तुम्हें खुद अपॉर्चुनिटी ढूंढनी पड़ेगी, लाइक फाइंड अ परफेक्ट टाइमिंग. लाइक इफ 11 ऑफ अस आर स्पीकिंग, सो ऐसे तो होगा नहीं कि 11 एक साथ बोल रहे हैं लगातार 5 मिनट. 11 हैं, फिर आफ्टर 1 to 2 minutes देर वुड बी 8 of us, देन आफ्टर 3-4 minutes देर वुड बी 4 of us. फिर उसके बाद लास्ट में दो लोगों के बीच में लड़ाई होगी, वो दोनों ही चिल्ला रहे होंगे. तो फाइंड अ कॉमन पॉइंट कि 1-2 सेकंड का गैप रहेगा कि दोनों ही चुप हो गए, देन ऐड योर पॉइंट उस 1-2 सेकंड के गैप में. ठीक है.
Akash sir,
तो
please, if
यही.
you are able to mute yourself, then please do it.
बरसात हो रहा है क्या आकाश?
ओके. सो बाकी और फीडबैक और तो बढ़िया था, सबने पार्टिसिपेट किया. थोड़ा मतलब तेजस का भी ऐसा लग रहा था मेरे को कि डोमिनेटिंग टाइप. बट हाँ, फिर लास्ट में सेकंड वाली जीडी में तो थोड़ा कम कम बोला उसने, लास्ट लास्ट में ही ऐड कर रहा था पॉइंट. बाकी और किसी को फीडबैक देना है अगर?
मैंने देखा कि
वन फीडबैक फॉर ज्योति के लिए है।
हाँ, मैं भी
एक्चुअली ना
उसी
वो
के लिए बोलने वाला था.
हाँ, एक्चुअली जब वो स्टार्ट करती है वो बहुत लंबा एक साथ बोलना
हाँ,
स्टार्ट कर देती है,
एग्जैक्टली
है
थोड़ा
ना?
शॉर्ट बोलो.
बिकॉज फर्स्ट जीडी में भी आई नीड टू कट हर, एंड देन आफ्टर मैंने दूसरों को चांस दिया कि प्लीज
वो
बोलो, एंड सेकंड
लेक्चरेट
जीडी
देने
में भी
लगती है.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली
हाँ,
सेकंड
उसका
जीडी में भी मुझे कट करना पड़ा। ज्योति इतना लंबा बोलने का टाइम ही नहीं होगा, और अगर मिल जाता है ना
बिल्कुल
टाइम,
बिल्कुल.
तो फिर वो दिखेगा कि यू आर नॉट लाइक, आपके पास ना टाइम मैनेजमेंट नहीं है। आपको दिख रहा है कि अगर यहाँ पे ग्रुप में 11 लोग हैं, 10 मिनट की जीडी है, तो एटलीस्ट सबके पास एक एक मिनट तो आना चाहिए, और आप ही 4 मिनट ले जाओगे तो बाकी के लिए आपने टाइम ही नहीं छोड़ा ना। तो इसलिए हो सके उतना कम, मतलब एकदम पॉइंट प्रिसाइज बोलो ऐसा। दोनों टाइम
पॉइंट्स
आई
हैं
नो ना।
तो बचा के रखो, बचा के
हाँ,
रखो, अगली बार
नहीं,
बोलेंगे.
पॉइंट्स है ना, तो उनको ना ऐसे पॉइंट वाइज बोल दो, दैट वन पॉइंट इज दिस, सेकंड इज दिस, थर्ड इज दिस, एंड खत्म। 4 या 5 बोल के खत्म कर दो पूरा, उनको ऐसे एक्सप्लेन मत करो।
और उसके बाद जब दोबारा मौका मिले तो बोल सकती हो, एक्सप्लेन भी कर सकती हो अपना कोई पॉइंट उठा के कि मैंने ऐसा मेंशन किया था तो इसका मतलब ये है.
ओके। एक्चुअली मेरे को इससे पहले एक फीडबैक मिला था कि मैं बात ही नहीं करती, तो आई ट्राई टू
नहीं नहीं
पार्टिसिपेट।
नहीं, देखो
नहीं, नहीं, the
एक्चुअली क्या होता है
participation
ना.
was good. I'm saying that your participation was good, but you took so long time. यार मतलब कि 11 जनों के लिए अपने टाइम ही नहीं छोड़ रहे थे। If you noticed, मैंने आपको 2 बार या 3 बार जीडी में कट किया, and I gave other
या
to chance to speak, है ना? क्योंकि आप ही सारा टाइम ले लोगे तो फिर बाकी लोग कैसे बोलेंगे? Otherwise, our participation was good actually.
Yes.
पार्टिसिपेशन
और
ऐसा नहीं
ऐसे
है कि
भी
मतलब एक,
पता है
हाँ।
मैंने ना एक चीज फेस किया है, जहाँ पे लड़कियां होती है ना बहुत ज्यादा बोलती हैं जीडी में, भाई बोलने नहीं देगी, और एक दो लड़की आ जाएगी ना, मुझे लगता है हम लड़कों को जाना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे। बहुत पॉइंट
मैं यही
बोलती है।
बोल रहा था कि
तुम
हाँ
लोगों ने मुंह
कि
में
जैसे
मंत्र माए हैं क्या?
ज्योति,
तुम भी बोल सकते हैं।
Yes, sir.
हाँ ज्योति, वो मैं ये कह रहा था कि जैसे अगर किसी ने फीडबैक दिया ना कि मतलब तुम वो नहीं कर रहे ज़्यादा पार्टिसिपेट, तो ज़्यादा पार्टिसिपेट करने का ये मतलब नहीं कि मतलब बोलते जाना है। अगर तुम अपनी जी 10 मिनट की जीडी में अगर तुम 3-4 पॉइंट भी रख दोगे और उनका मतलब जो वो होगा क्या बोलते हैं इम्पोर्टेंस पॉइंट का, मतलब जो थॉट लेवल ऑफ थॉट होगा वो ज़्यादा होगा ना, तो वो 3-4 पॉइंट्स भी काफ़ी होते हैं अगर तुम बोलोगे तो, और आप बाकी जीडी में चुप भी रहोगे ना चलता है। बट ऐसा होना चाहिए कि मतलब तुम बोलो 1-2 लाइन, ठीक है, अच्छे से पॉइंट सोचो, जब बाकी लोग डिस्कस कर रहे हैं पहले देखो कि विच इन विच डायरेक्शन द ग्रुप इज गोइंग। अगर उससे रिलेटेड तुम्हें कोई दिमाग में पॉइंट आता है तो पहले सोचो उस पॉइंट को, थोड़ा उस पर मतलब इलेबोरेट करो कि हाँ मतलब मैं अगर 30 सेकेंड्स भी अगर मेरे को बोलना पड़ेगा तो मैं कैसे बोलूँगी, मतलब थोड़ा प्लान करो उसको। और उसके बाद जैसे ही मैंने बोला कि ऐसे गैप मिलता है 1-2 सेकंड का, वहाँ अपना रख दो पॉइंट। तो ऐसे में नहीं होना चाहिए कि मतलब जैसे अवंतिका और आकाश ने बताया कि लगातार बोलते ही रहना करके, उसमें भी इतना मतलब पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट नहीं पड़ता।
I have really long sentences when I talk. I create a very long sentences actually. So even that
हाँ
is
तो
also a problem
ट्राई,
sometimes.
तुम चाहो
हाँ
तो
तो ट्राई टू
रिकॉर्डिंग देख
कंप्रेस।
सकते हो जब इसका अपलोड होगा तो, देन